Joined now by Nicole Sanchez. She is with Better Ballot SC. Nicole, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
What is Better Ballot SC?
Well, we are an organization designed to improve the way that we vote because lots of people are excited about voting, but we want more people to be excited about voting.
All right, we have primary day coming up on June the 9th.
Correct.
What's the first thing voters should know about the primary day you want to tell them about?
Sure. So first of all, there are both Republicans and Democrats on the ballot. You can pick which one you want. We have open primaries in that way. If you voted in a convention for one of the smaller parties, you can't participate, but everyone else can. And we encourage you to. There are lots of candidates for both parties this year. And if you are someone who is unhappy with some of the choices that you get to pick from in November, this is where those people are chosen.
What should voters know when they go to cast their ballots? I mean, should they make let's say they voted somewhere 2 years ago. Would you encourage them to plan ahead to make sure they're voting in the same place?
Oh, 100%, because they may not be voting in the same place. Our election officials are wonderful, hardworking people, but areas change, and some places can no longer house the voting equipment that they once did. So you want to go to scvotes.gov and look up your precinct. There's a tab on there for voters, and you can find all the information that you need.
What do you hear most of all from folks out there about voting, primary day or election day? What are some of the biggest issues that they face out there?
A lot of times it's changing precincts life happens, and sometimes our poll managers get sick the night before, and that kind of thing can result in a closure the next day. Things happen like that.
Right. Everybody's got the right to cast a ballot on primary day, as long as they're registered, correct?
Yes. You have to be a registered voter. The deadline to register for the primary has already passed, but you can still register to vote for the November election. And one other thing I want to point out is that primary day is actually the last day to vote in the primary. We also have early voting, 2 weeks of early voting that starts 1 week from today on May 26th.
And runs through June the 5th. And then we got all this redistricting stuff going on at the State House. The congressional races could be impacted by all of this. That vote may not happen until sometime in August, from what we're hearing.
Yes. So that is all up in the air. They are debating it in the House. They may still be in session. I had to drive here, so I'm not sure.
They're still there.
They're still in session? All right.
So we could have 5 days where voters will be going to the polls this year. Primary day, 2 weeks for a runoff. The congressional races in August, 2 weeks later for a runoff. And then election day in November. A lot of voting going on. Could be some voter fatigue out there, maybe?
Oh, definitely. And honestly, I'm most concerned about our absentee voters, especially our overseas military and absentee voters. They have already cast ballots. 10,000 ballots have already gone out. As of yesterday morning, 1,000 have already come back. And we have all this concern about voter fraud. The one thing we know, don't vote twice. And if they do, bump the congressional primary back, because they would be decoupling the primary.
Right.
So we'd be voting for everything except for Congress. That could very well confuse a lot of people who may not return ballots or return to the polls.
Some do's and don'ts when you go to cast your ballot. You can't take pictures of yourself voting, is that right?
Correct. You also cannot wear campaign materials.
Right.
So nothing with anything related to the campaign itself.
And what if somebody feels like they're being intimidated at a polling place? What should they do?
So there is actually a helpline. It's 1-866-OUR-VOTE. It's put on by the Legal Defense Fund, and they are designed to take those complaints and make sure that voters can vote.
Bottom line, if you're registered to vote, we need people to get to the polls
Yes.
on June 9th.
100%. Last day to vote.
Okay. Nicole Sanchez with Better Ballot SC. Thank you so very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
And again, that reminder, primary day is coming up on Tuesday, June the 9th. Early voting begins a week from today. It lasts until June the 5th. We have all this information and more for you right now. You'll find it on our website. That's WLTX.com. We're going